my name is Miss T, and today we're going to talk about injury prevention in Acro. So today we're going to talk about exercises for our neck, our wrists, and our shoulders that are going to help to prevent us from getting hurt when we are doing Acro tricks and Acro exercises. Some props that we're going to use today to practice these exercises is a TheraBand. If you do not have a TheraBand, you could use a yoga strap or something that holds your yoga mat together, or you could use a string or a rope. We are also going to use a yoga block. If you do not have a yoga block, I would try to find a thick, stiff pillow or a couch pillow to help you do these exercises today. A good way to prevent injury is to really stretch out our wrists anytime we are going to do anything acro or anything on our hands. So I'm going to teach you some exercises today that are going to help you prevent getting an injury in these wrists. They are very, very important, so we want to keep them nice and healthy. So one exercise, we're going to put our hands out like our jazz hands. I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit. And we're going to put our hands on the floor. So we wanna feel that pressure in our wrists. Our hands are open, our fingers are spread, and we're gonna make big circles with our body going around our wrists, all the way around our hands. I like to count to 10, 8, 9, 10, and go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you will already feel that pressure in your wrists. So it might be a little sore, but this is a really good way to make sure that you can feel that weight and you can handle that weight in your wrists. So if that's hurting a little bit, you might want to do the wave with your hands and stretch out those wrists. Go the other way if you can. You could clasp them together and you can bring them in and spin them in circles and go the other way. Another exercise I like to do to really stretch out my wrists is called peel the banana. So you're gonna put your hand on your shoulder like this. We're gonna take our other hand and I'm going to grab my fingers and I'm gonna really slowly peel my fingers, peel my hand, peel my wrist, and I'm gonna press forward, holding my fingers, pressing forward, and my arm is completely straight. So if you can see that, my arm is completely straight out in front of me, and I'm going to slowly lift up, lean forward, putting my hand down, and I'm really feeling that stretch. So if you can see that, I'm really feeling that stretch right here in the back of my wrist, and it's going up my forearm so that I can really stretch that out. And I wanna lean forward and back just a little bit, and shake it out. And now we do the other one. So hand on your shoulder, you're gonna grab those fingers, and you're gonna peel the banana, peel, 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 peel. Hand all the way out, pushing, really pushing through that shoulder, all the way down your elbow, down your forearm, pushing into that wrist, your thumb coming backwards, and putting it on the floor nice and gently, making sure you still have those jazz fingers. So fingers are open, and you're gonna lean forward and back, nice and slow. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. You might wanna do that a few times. When we are in acro class, we like to do that a couple of times to make sure that our wrists are nice and warmed up and to prevent any injuries from happening to those wrists. They are so important. To make sure that our wrists are nice and warmed up and to prevent any injuries from happening to those wrists. They are so important. Okay, another thing, we want to jazz hands. We're going to turn them out to the side. I'm going to place them down on the floor, and I'm gonna go side to side, little side to side motions. Kind of like a teeter-totter, side to side, side to side. And shake, shake, shake. And go again. Make sure you have your jazz hands. They're like about about the same width as my hips or my knees. Should be almost in line to where it is comfortable, and rock back and forth, side to side. And shake, shake, shake. Okay, another one that I like to do is I like to lay my hands on the floor nice and gently. So I stay on my bottom for this one. I lean my hands over and over. So this time my fingers are still spread. I lay them down, and I'm just pushing very gently, leaning forward, but I'm still sitting on my bottom. So still sitting on my bottom, just pressing forward. And I like to flip them and lean forward and back. And shake, shake, shake. When those wrists are nice and warmed up, I also like to do some donkey kicks. So to do those donkey kicks, we're gonna use those jazz hands to keep our hands nice and open and warm up our wrists. So jazz hands, hands on the floor, and I'm going to get ready to kick, kick up. So I'm gonna kick, kick, and come down. Really feeling the pressure in those wrists, just like we talked about already. Kick, kick, and come down. And I like to do that a few times. So let's do 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see a little better. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake, shake, shake. Shake those out. And do the wave. Another exercise that we can do is with our shoulders. So I'm gonna just turn to the side. Okay. I'm gonna lift my arms up to the sky. I'm gonna lean forward just a little bit so that I can feel my shoulders pinching. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to go backwards. So thumb, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can do the other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna do both. So we're gonna push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can do that a few times to make sure those shoulders are really warmed up and make sure that you are able to really get some flexion in those shoulders. Another way is to lift up again, bringing our arms back. Okay, and then we're going to do it with our palm instead of our thumb. So thumb is going to be right next to our palm, and we're gonna push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then do both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and stretch them out a little. And roll them back and forward. And you can even feel that a little bit in your neck. So if that is hurting your neck, then another thing that you can do is really stretch out your neck. So we want to lift up. We're going to grab our ear, so like this, and we're going to pull our head just a little bit, being nice and gentle. And other side.
Jumping jack in a circle, get that blood moving. Jumping, jumping, oh, bum, 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 bum.
For this shoulder exercise, we're going to use a yoga block. So you're going to put that yoga block out in front of you, and what we're going to do is we're going to push that yoga block. So I'm on my knees, and we're going to push that yoga block as forward as we can, touching our forehead to the floor. So I'm going to push forehead to the floor, and then you should feel your shoulders pinching. And pull back. Good. Making sure that we're preventing any injury from happening to these shoulders. Forward all the way, really feeling it in those shoulders, keeping those hands up on top. And back. Very nice. Push again. Really feeling it in those shoulders, pushing them back. pinching them together and bringing our head down.
Good. Come up one knee,
And again, up.
Remember to reach past this foot.
And we're gonna go one more time all the way down. And we're gonna try to lift one hand at a time. So I'm gonna lift, lift,
Good. Now hands
lift,
on your side. Slide
lift,
into a split.
lift,
If you're
lift,
working on oversplits, go ahead and grab them in.
lift,
Chair, yoga
lift,
block, cushion, any of that
lift.
stuff.
Very nice. And for us to stretch that out, we're gonna bring our head down again, bring our arms up and over our head like a jump rope.
And then we're gonna go down and then back up 10 times. Make sure we're last one. Good.
Okay, for the shoulder exercise, we are going to use our TheraBand. So you're gonna take your TheraBand, we're gonna put it under our knees, and we're gonna grab it really close, okay? So we're gonna lift up to the sky, and we're actually gonna create a T with our arms. So we're really gonna make sure that these shoulders are nice and strong, okay? Because if they're nice and strong, then they will not have an injury. We have to make sure those muscles are really strong. So we're gonna lift up, make a T, and down. Good, lift up,
Go at your own pace for this, yeah?
and down,
Slow moves.
and up.
When you guys are ready, you can start. Cool?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. And go up 1 and down. Lift 2 and down. Lift 3.
Nice, you guys.
And now we're gonna hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, and another one that we're going to do is this time we're going to have it over our heads, and we're gonna bring that T down. So I'm gonna hold it open, just width length, and I'm going to pull and make a T. 1, good. 2,
Last bridge thing we're gonna do, and we'll be done.
and 3, and we're gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might really feel those shoulders burning, and you might really feel those shoulders pinching in the back. Like there's a penny between your shoulders. 1, 2,
Okay. So on the count of 3, go.
and 3, and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And roll them out again. And we're gonna put our arms out and do little circles. And go the other way. And we're gonna make big circles. So go 1, 2, 3, and go the other way. 1, 2, 3, and make a T. And let's give our arm a hug. Make sure we really stretch it out after we've done all of those wonderful exercises for them. Keeping them nice and strong.
Challenge yourself. Try to straighten one leg into the sky.
And let's switch.
Hey, there's a foot.
Very good. Okay, we're gonna reach one arm up and pat ourselves on the back. Grab our elbow and pull that down so it looks like this. You could even reach around and grab like this.
How are we feeling? Are we feeling uber bendy?
And try our other one. Reach up and touch your back. And grab your elbow.
That's a good thing. That means we're working hard. We're getting some muscle. Okay, are we ready?
And if you can, just like this.
What? Can't hold your breath.
Good. All right. So we want to keep those wrists and those shoulders nice and healthy so that we can do all of those acro tricks and keep our dancer body healthy. So these are some ways for you to keep your dancer body healthy and strong. You have to make sure that you are taking care of your whole body to be a really good dancer. Okay, good job, friends.